What if I told you there were 10 players in the NFL that were faster than Tyreek Hill? You probably wouldn't believe me. The sky is blue, water is wet, and Tyreek Hill is fast. Every generation of NFL players has a guy with undeniably incredible speed. This player is unanimously one of the best athletes in the league and can torch almost any defender that comes their way. This has included players like Bob Hayes, Chris Jackson, and now Tyreek Hill. The 40-yard dash and other NFL combined measurables can often misrepresent players' true speed, never allowing them to get the full recognition they deserve out on the football field. Some players have a bad showing or don't hit their stride until well after 40 yards, while other players can't participate in the combine. This makes it hard to have a true judgment on exactly how fast some of these players truly are. Sometimes it's hard to tell who's really a generational athlete from behind a TV screen or even from the stands of a football game. Thanks to NFL Next Gen Stats, now we're able to track each player's speed on any play of any game. Sometimes these players are exactly who you'd expect. Other times, the results might surprise you. With that being said, we've compiled a list of those surprisingly fast players. Here's 10 players whose speed may blow you away, but may not be getting the recognition that they deserve for their true speed. And while you can think these stats are deceiving and they may not be faster than Hill for the long run, let them have their moment on this video. Are they faster than Tyreek Hill? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But before we go any further, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, guys. You will not want to miss another video. Also, if you are into NBA Madden content or streams, I have links to all of those things in the comments below. I do stream on Twitch. I play multiple games on a schedule, and let me tell you, you guys will not want to miss a D-Coop stream. We'll kick the list off with Matt Breida. Breida was not a well-known college player. He played for the Sun Belt Conference at Georgia Southern. After legendary sophomore and junior seasons, coaching changes led to a plummet in Breida's production, eventually leading to a fall in his draft stock and causing him to go undrafted in 2019. While Breida ran a great 40-yard dash at 4.38, what if I told you that 4.38 simply didn't tell the full story? During the longest run of Breida's career, he was clocked at a jaw-dropping 22.3 miles per hour on his way to an 83-yard touchdown run. This was the fastest time recorded by any ball carrier in the 2019 NFL season. When Tyreek Hill was asked about Breida's speed, he said, "There's only one cheetah in this league." Now, what if I told you that Tyreek Hill wasn't even the fastest ball carrier on his team? That would be a little far-fetched, right? But check this out. Mecole Hardman is next on this list. Hardman was known as a quick receiver and return specialist during his time with the Bulldogs and earned 2 second-team All-ACC honors during his first 3 years of college football. He ran a speedy 4.33 40-yard dash and was drafted to the Chiefs in the second round with the 56th overall pick, a team that just so happens to absolutely love speed. Hardman actually had 2 different runs that qualified in the top 10 highest speeds reached in the NFL last season. And now I want you guys to keep in mind, right now when I mention these stats, I'm going surely off of ball carrier speed. Most notably, Hardman clocked 21.87 miles per hour on a 63-yard touchdown reception from Patrick Mahomes. This pass has come to be known as the jump pass, as Mahomes had to jump to get the ball over an offensive lineman and into Hardman's hands. And from there, Hardman would do the rest and zip his way into the end zone. Next on the list is Cordarrelle Patterson. Patterson is unique from the rest of the players on the list. Coming out of Tennessee, Patterson was known for his speed and even earned the nickname Flash as a result. You guys know, right? The superhero that's like super fast. Anyways, Patterson clocked a 4.42 40 time. And while that time may not wow you compared to some of the other times on the list, his long distance sprint speed is potentially unmatched by any other player. Patterson has a very rare combination of size and speed. At 6'2", 220 pounds, Patterson clocked the second fastest time as a ball carrier last season at 22.23 miles per hour, just a hair short of the #1 spot. Coming up next, we got Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb was a former high school track star, so you could say it's no surprise that Nick Chubb made the list. Chubb was a highly touted prospect coming out of Georgia. In fact, he's the second Bulldog on this list, but with all that I just said, Chubb only ran a 4.52 at the NFL Combine in 2018, but he still managed to be drafted to the Browns in the second round. It was a somewhat controversial pick because some fans really wanted Saquon Barkley in the first. Chubb would find his opportunity to show the world how fast he was in Week 4 against the Baltimore Ravens on an 88-yard touchdown rush. He was clocked in at a lightning fast 21.95 miles per hour, showing critics the type of explosiveness that he failed to showcase at the Combine. As a matter of fact, Chubb has an uncanny knack for ripping off big chunk plays, and the scary thing is, he's only going to get better, and the Browns have a very talented backfield. Coming up next, we have somebody that excelled at every level. We got Christian McCaffrey. In high school, this guy was a top 100 prospect. In college, he found significant playing time, even as a freshman, and would contribute to improve his team throughout his entire career. Eventually, he was named AP College Football Player of the Year and came in second in Heisman voting. When it came to the NFL Combine, however, he somewhat disappointed in the 40-yard dash. While 4.48 is good, some expected better from Christian McCaffrey. And even with that being said, he still had an unbelievable combine. That's how good this guy is and was. In a cake matchup against the Dolphins, McCaffrey found his opportunity to prove exactly how fast he was. On an 84-yard touchdown run, McCaffrey hit a peak speed of 21.95 miles per hour, good enough to be the 5th fastest ball carrier in 2019. Up next on the list, we have Darren Waller, and him being on this list is so ridiculous. This guy is a tight end. You guys know tight ends, right? You know what they do, you know how they play. Well, add Waller to this absurdly ridiculous list. Darren Waller, time and time again, defies physics every time he steps on the turf. It's so shocking when you see somebody 6'6", 256 pounds on a list of fastest players in the NFL. That's like some LeBron James type stuff. I'm joking, but you guys get my point. This is the type of athlete that the NFL is capable of attracting. During a reception against the Broncos, Waller was tracked reaching an absurd 21.76 miles per hour. Despite this, in typical tight end fashion, Waller was tracked down from behind. Hey, I told you guys this list would be full of surprises, right? Up next, we have Saquon Barkley. Now, Barkley may not come as a huge surprise because he's somebody that has been known for their speed for quite some time. In college, Barkley was seen as one of the most electrifying prospects in years. This New York Giants running back has lived up to every bit of the hype, rushing for back-to-back 1K yard seasons. His work on and off the field has contributed to his success at the highest level. During a game against the Philadelphia Eagles, Barkley would explode for a 68-yard rush, second rush of that length in his career. At peak speed, Barkley was clocked at 21.89 miles per hour, enough to be the 6th fastest recorded runner this season and a faster ball carrier than Tyreek Hill. Next on this list, we have a player who may not be well known, but that won't stop him from being one of the fastest players in the NFL. Brandon Wilson comes in as a defensive player who doesn't get as many opportunities as his peers, but as a former college running back and current kick returner, Wilson is more than capable when he has the ball in his hands. This safety out of Houston posted great overall numbers at the NFL draft. While he left with a 4.4 40, Wilson hadn't shown his true potential as a runner. In a Week 6 matchup against the Ravens, Wilson was measured sprinting at a top speed of 20.03 miles per hour. This put him as a top 3 sprinter in the league and one of the only members of the 22 club. Up next, we got Deshaun Jackson, and Jackson should be a surprise to almost nobody. Or maybe I should take this back, because if you saw Jackson on the list in 2012, you wouldn't be surprised. But at the age of 32, many people thought Jackson was washed up and didn't have the athletic burst that he once did in his younger years. Despite this, Deshaun Jackson still remains one of the fastest players in the NFL, and he still has that blazing speed that everybody has grown to love. On a 51-yard touchdown catch from Carson Wentz, Jackson gave us a little blast to the past, catching stride at 21.4 miles per hour. Jackson and Vic were one of the most exciting football duos I had ever got to watch. And I guess it's not a blast to the past if this guy's still doing it. Up next on the list, we have Odell Beckham. And while he may be another player that won't exactly surprise you, you gotta look at how Odell does this. He's a big time after the catch guy. And once he gets in the open field, it's game over. Throughout college, Beckham cemented himself as one of the most explosive runners in the game during his time at LSU. Anyone who had seen Beckham play would know that he could run with the fastest in the league. And during the 2019 season, he found an opportunity to prove exactly how fast he was on an 89-yard touchdown reception from Baker Mayfield. Beckham blazed past the defense, reaching a top speed of 21.7 miles per hour. So you guys have made it to this point of the video. Yes, congrats. Now I'm sure you guys are thinking, I know Tyreek Hill has ran a faster time than all of those guys I have stated before me. And you would be right. Tyreek Hill has. But here's the catch. This was ball carrier speed. When Tyreek Hill clocked 22.81 miles per hour, he did it on a play where he virtually passed up his teammate and outran his teammate. This was in fact the fastest time of any player on a play this season. While Damian Williams got the 84-yard touchdown run, it's Tyreek Hill who may have been the most impressive player on this play. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to subscribe and click the video on the screen right now. Also guys, turn on notifications. I'm Red Zone Coop, keeping you entertained, and I am out.